We got some loot drop increases for Captain Hans that are live right now, and he speaks now too. Plus we got our first look at new free skins and hats that are coming to the game, and I think it's pretty obvious when we get them, although it's not officially confirmed yet. The Borderlands show is also coming with a first look at upcoming content, so there's a lot to discuss, so let's get into it. Would of course be awesome if you could leave a like on the video, like it really helps the channel out. And let's go. Let's quickly touch on that micro patch that Gearbox pushed to the game before we look at the new hats and skins. Well, namely they increased the loot drops from Captain Hans that before this hotfix were pretty bad. Like I farmed him 10 times or so and never really got anything useful. Well, Gearbox agreed that this was kinda bad. And if you simply play the Bloody Harvest event right now, then you will immediately notice better drops from this boss. Dennis and I already ran him a couple of times after the update, and yes indeed, he seems to drop more legendaries now. So while the loot ghosts were first a better source for the new legendaries, Captain Hans is now a nice way to get them too. Oh, and he speaks now, although his voice is not really what I expected. So yes, the pretty awesome boss tune is not the only thing we will hear now during the fight. I first thought that he would not have any new voice lines, well that turned out to be a bug. So yes, have fun farming the, you could say, new Hans with the better loot drops. I made a big video by the way on this Bloody Harvest event and how you can get the most out of it. I will link to it at the end of this video, so you can watch it if you haven't already. Let's now take a look at some new skins that the members of the Borderlands stream team could already show off in their recent stream. I will link to the channel from JoltsDude and Killer6 in the video description because they already showcased these new hats and skins. And they're actually different for each character. At one point, Jolts was highlighting his characters and they were all wearing the new hats and skins. Saint got a cat-like hat, looking pretty cool. Most got a new hat called Fuel Metal, as we see right here in the footage from Killer6. But I like the Tiger of Spartali even more, not gonna lie. This is the one from Amara that kind of looks like a far future Spartan hat. Flag goes full Egyptian style though, with the Anubis inspired hat, but again they all have this futuristic look. Totally up there with the most awesome hats that are in the game right now, and they go hand in hand with the new skin that will be released too, called Like, Follow and Obey, that adds these blue touches to your outfit. Jolts also posted a Twitter image with all the skins side to side so we can kind of compare them and have a good look. I posted a link to this tweet so you can have a better look if you want in the video description. But now the question of course is, how do we get these skins? Well, they are a free gift for everyone at some point, at least according to Killer6 on Twitter. So we don't really know more at this point, but I think I know when we will get these skins. And full credits to Dennis, by the way, who's of course helping me with the channel here, for making this brilliant connection. We already discussed it in a previous video, but Gearbox has a spooky surprise for us. The upcoming anniversary event is called like that, so they will likely tweak things in the game again, just like we saw with the previous events and the one that is going on right now, where we get more anointed drops, for example. What we do know about the spooky surprise event is that there is a gift as well. This was mentioned in a recent couch co-op stream that Gearbox likes to do every week on Thursday, but also in a blog post on their website. You can also expect a nice treat with the spooky surprise that we got planned for the final week of the Borderlands anniversary celebration. Well, now they posted a new article about the Borderlands show that says score a spooky surprise on the Borderlands show. And this is the monthly show that will air on Tuesday, October 29th on 10 AM Pacific time, 1 PM Eastern time, so that is 6 PM UK time and 7 PM Central European time. So they will unveil the spooky surprise event during the stream, but they continue. You will definitely want to tune in to get the shift code needed to redeem the spooky surprise for yourself. So yes, totally makes sense that we get a shift code to unlock these 4 hats and a new skin on ourselves during the Borderlands show. Killer6 in his stream namely redeemed a shift code. Like, we could briefly take a look at a shift reward history where it said, "Thank you for being such a great partner. The shift code unlocks exclusive hats and skins just for you." And then in his in-game mail he found the new hats and the skin. And it makes a ton of sense as well, right? Like, Flag is dressing up like Anubis and Amara is a Spartan. Totally fits the Halloween vibe that I kinda get from this. But again, it's not confirmed if this is the way we get these new hats and skins, but it just makes a ton of sense, in my opinion. It is a little weird though that they ruined the spooky surprise by already giving the skins to streamers, because now we already know what the surprise is. But yeah, I will of course share the code here on the channel when it's available, so we can all get the hats and the skin. I will likely share that in my big roundup video with all the new info that we got from the Borderlands show. Last time we saw the Bloody Harvest event for the very first time, and this time we will see gameplay for the takedown at Molly 1's black site. In the blog post they note that we have to tune in to the Borderlands show episode 2 for an early look at some of its ultra difficult endgame encounters. Like, this is going to be the raid style of content for Borderlands 3, but multiple encounters seem to be in this Molly 1 takedown, and it's likely for groups only. So really curious to see what that will be all about. We again get the first info during the Borderlands show, and Greg Miller and friend Mirabella from Kinda Funny will be hosting once again. And Greg Miller already made a tease for this Borderlands show where he noted that the Molly 1 takedown will be November's big event. So we can expect this content in November, and during a recent co-op couch stream it was noted that the November update is coming in mid to late November. Like, they could not get any more specifics, but we should not expect anything from the November update in the early parts of the month. So it's clear that for the next couple of weeks we will just see some smaller hotfixes, I would imagine, and then later on in the month the big endgame stuff. And why the confirmation that the Molly 1 takedown is coming in November is so interesting is that because other big additions that will be coming to the game would launch alongside the Molly 1 takedown. And then we're talking about the double amount of extra bank space that will be added, and also Mayhem rank 4 with exclusive legendary rewards and way tougher enemies for us to kill. So they are now confirmed for November thanks to us knowing that the Molly 1 takedown is coming in November. And that is alongside the other things that were already confirmed for November too, like the dedicated loot drops, so we can farm a specific boss for a guaranteed chance at a specific item. And the first real performance and stability updates will also be coming in November. So that month will be huge, but again it will start in mid to late November. Although again we can already get our first glimpse at the content during the Borderlands show on October 29th. Dennis and I will likely be streaming our reaction to it, as we like to do a weekly Borderlands stream every Tuesday here on the channel, so it's kind of overlapping, so why not watch it. And speaking of our stream, during the last stream I wanted to give away this Sane La Yuda I found. Well, Lucifer 8264 won it after picking a random winner, so we'll send you a friend request on the PlayStation 4 and accept it, and then I will email you the gun. I of course like to do a giveaway for a new weapon in every video, and this time I want to do the Fire Cutsman, one of the best SMGs in the game. It's a Molly 1 gun, so we were talking about the Molly 1 takedown, so there is the connection. I like to have a connection. So for a chance to win, just put your PSN in the comments under the pinned comments, and then good luck. Would of course be awesome if you are a subscriber of the channel before you participate. And overall, I really keep you up to date here on everything Borderlands 3, so subscribe to miss nothing. A like on the video would be really appreciated, and check out my other big video on the Bloody Harvest event and how you can get the most out of it. You can watch it by clicking on the screen, or I will link to it at the end of our golden chest opening that Dennis and I always like to do at the end of a Borderlands 3 video. Hey Dennis, how you doing? We still don't have any luck regarding the new Bloody Harvest event, legendaries. Kinda sucks.
Well, we didn't get the weapons, we got the grenade and the shield. So.
Yeah, I'm talking about the weapons, because obviously a grenade and shield is great, but a weapon is a little more exciting.
Speaking of luck, well, I think you might have angered the chest.
Yeah,
that one's on you. Let me get that out of here.
We've been farming like the Bloody Harvest event, and I think you get like multiple legendaries, and I like one or something at the end. I did get one from Hunt. Let's see if I can get no. It's
Yeah, but still not one of the weapons.
I do think the anointed also works on the chest though, because there are a lot of stuff is anointed.
I'm seeing more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you still want to do yeah, some golden chests, if you got a ton of golden keys, I think that yeah, this week is still the best time to do it. So before October 29th. Subscribe for everything Borderlands free. Like the video to support the channel, and totally check out a more in-depth video on the Bloody Harvest event with more tips and tricks. For now, we will speak to you next time, and goodbye. Ik zag hem wel.